This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Nah. Jeez.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Vikings.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. He'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
Is that cold?
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, left side.
Hey, Harrison Smith.
Will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Watch it here, Steve. If you're watching.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for Sims.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
That was a pig, bro. Come on, pick that off.
Before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Rodgers. Complete. Smith has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Hey, check, right. Check 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Hubbard, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The open man is Smith.
That's on me. That's on me.
Will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
26. He's checking crack. Under 10. 10. Check it backer. Swing.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come out in the pistol from the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Fuck, bro. Pick that off. That's an easy pick, my nigga. Jump.
From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he's going to go down again. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
319. 54 Mike. There we go. Deuce. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. To the 50. To safety cream. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. No check.
On 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game.
Check 99. Over. Jump out. Pilot, 64, weak. Say, echo. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start the drive with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and floating to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, it's Cook. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Go. A gain of 6 yards. 53 at the mic.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Playing your boy, G.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make
Man, they don't know ball past 10 yards this whole game,
right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Then they let him catch that one. Let me
check. They expect to get him into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54. Hey, Charlie. Keep it up, defense.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Pete.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They run it again with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
He
goes down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll set up to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47
direction.
7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down.
Freak, man.
Yeah, he takes this one.
Everybody get hurt. Yep, spam the same damn receiver.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, damn team get hurt.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He just do Harrison fucking Smith, bruh. My goodness, fool. Oh my gosh, man. He grabbed this nigga the whole game.
Touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football.
Bruh, please block, fool. Y'all gonna get down for that joke. Kill him. Just block. Hell, touchdowns if you just hold the nigga for 2 seconds, bruh.
They might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
70 Indy.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will. But if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Huh?
This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're able to work this to
Of course, man.
It's all said and done.
Of course.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run, Cook, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook with a first down and much more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a
Use all them damn timeouts, boy. Use all of them.
4th down call.
Show you how to spam,
So
goddamn.
1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now back to
touchdown. Touchdown. Don't blitz.
And it's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to
I'm going to show you, goddamn, if you're going to spam. Throw the damn checkdowns again.
Offense versus defense, and the offense won.
I want you to.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the
Don't check downs and quick routes. I promise I want you to.
Run too much? Were they not focused that the whole playbook was open in that situation? Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. Just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
And he'll take it
knock his ass out too,
and up to the 28-yard line.
God, this shit was sweet, goddamn. One with the fucking cheese. Thought it was sweet.
To get this drive started.
Win now, damn it.
Offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory,
throw them down checkdowns right now, goddamn.
Be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half.
Oh, get those.
First and 10.
Yeah, Harrison Slim. Oh, pick it up. That's 2 up for Harrison.
But the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Come on, bro. It's a quick out. I had the pig.
Take it away.
Yep, once you want to talk on your head, I know that one. So keep it up.
A little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Pick! Throw that chase down!
And that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony.
Stick, nigga!
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach.
Nah, them damn checkdowns beat me with the cheese.
I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games.
Ryan, come here. Ryan, come here. Call a timeout.
What's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of football as we get to reset.
Shouldn't have threw a damn check down. Yep. Call timeout. Call your last one. Yep.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Again, it's Cook. And
I forgot I had
47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Talking about this, his division, man. Fuck out here, bro.
4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Yep, I ain't you on the 1-yard line. What you gonna do, throw a check down again? You're gonna get picked off one more time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator,
that damn check down. I know who you're throwing it to.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers.
Yep, throw it. You ain't got no time. Throw it.
Able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers.
Yep, safety. Safety.
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to
not to run the Harrison Smith, goddamn.
Years back time indeed. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right.
Yep, set.
Oh, shit. Back at the 8-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with
I see what he's saying. I was like, he ain't in that group me. I don't think he is.
Is there not a PI, my nigga?
Y'all mad? I won. Fucking. What the? You ready?
Yeah.
Wonder what bullshit excuse. He said I blew it. I had the game. Nah. You never had to leave, man.
Hey, go ahead, click, Thor.
I gotta play against them damn Texans, bro. All them damn people. Fucking Warriors. Yup.
Y'all in that car?
Yup.
Oh, no more.
Man, dude, shut the hell up. Man, I'll switch on the couch. Hi, man. What up, my nigga?